to make this all worthwhile. And that kill there has propelled them into the retake. Now up through Banana, now deep within this B site, but with players still in CT and Ruins, you got to be fast on your feet here, and they don't check for the double hold over at the new box. Valde swinging in with the kills. Suddenly, one of the last two defenders, niko, back from the CT flank, and it's all onto Config. They're not giving him the fight. Valde plays it to perfection, and OG get the pistol round locked in on the back of that B play.
It's still around for OG, and a force buy for Cole. Mac 10's well in play. Fast for ENCE BIG, and he's got a double as well. He's loving this long ramp. He's going to be pushing it long on this T side. Config cleared, and OG, this is a free site, a free round, nothing to say about it. Cole have to save their Armored Eagles over on the B bomb site. 2-0 for OG.
Blame F and JKS saving. They at least hold on to this bit of utility. But it looked like Cole wanted to play like a smoke delay play there with the pistols, right? And that only works if OG respect your smokes in the first place. ENCE BIG
doesn't even think about it. The nade can get dropped in, and that is perfect. Look at the damage done. It may not be any significant damage on one player, but that makes these M4s a lot more dangerous right now, and Rush is in the danger zone. He's pushing right down, bumping in the back line, and he's going to find Mantu from behind. And now OG are trapped. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and Rush is finding kills left, right, and center. There's a trade, but do you really go back though? There's 10 seconds, the round is done, and it's a stack in the B bomb site. Poor OG. They get no say in that round.
And so there's 4 players stacked over here for complexity. This is an even fight for OG. These are the fights you want to try and avoid. They hear that nade tag someone, but they can't figure out where. Valde so close to dealing with Config, but the fact that he doesn't get that kill might lull him into a false sense of security. Config gets flashed through on the reload, and there's one fighting from behind the pillar. Can't find anything else. Mantu will trade that out, but this play's got to come in quick. niko, dealing with Rush, has opened up a path into this A bomb site. Now only Blame F here. 2 low HP players, and Blame F lines them up. There's that banana flank coming in from Poison, and complexity are onto a second round.
It's a good idea, mate. Good idea. Oh, back to apps. Never seen this before. Let's see if it works wonders. Rush. Oh, he's not ready. He thought they wouldn't push the molly. No fear from the 2. niko with a 3rd apps entry in a row there. Bomb dropped, and Config can uncrouch to try and find this headshot. Without his mollied him. Smoke on top. Config still stands, and with that bomb so deep, so wide, Valde's really got to commit, and he doesn't know if it's being held. He's going to drop his smoke on it instead. Mantu doesn't know about the mid flank either, and Blame isn't giving it away. He's playing it safe. He's tucked in the corner, waiting for someone to rotate out if they do secure that package, but that's still an if and a but. And the knots. Config denies it with his 3rd, and Mantu screwed here in this 1-on-4.
They are all around Mantu. How is he meant to dig himself out of this one? With Blame so deep in alt mid, yeah, that's a death sentence waiting to happen.
Everyone else flashes up mid. Are OG going to keep this pace fast? They've been going for a few quick rounds after losing some to the time. Right up through the molly. ENCE, no fear. Maybe he should have had. That was the bomb. Oh, no, they've got to smoke it. They've got to go quick. Ah, niko, he finds Poison, who can't hit the shot. And Config is trapped between 2. Mantu with a pick. Rush hidden down in grave. They throw a molly. It doesn't hit. And he pokes his head out. Oh, it's a messy spray, a miss spray even. niko with another, and down to 2 HP in the process. JKS needs another multi-kill, and only thinks today for complexity. The fast pace of OG catches Cole. Feigning rotations. Oh, and Poison's got the pick. That's the bomb as well. He may not have it under his control, but it's all the info that they need that this will be an A play.
Oh, Rush is also close to mid. That flash denies him the timing he wanted. He was going to swing just ahead of that peak from Valde. Blame's good to trade one out, and the AWP repositions back in towards this A bomb site, but Poison not looking the apartments. That's his death sentence. niko there to open up. Config with the wraparound. That was the opportunity, and you're not going to get given anything else like that. brings ENCE down to 1 HP, and that 1 HP could be the difference between winning this round and losing this round.
Yeah, that had to be a double, right? Just to open up the one-on-one. There was a chance in that position, but oh, it's a don't die to full damage. Nice, he's dead to the bomb anyway. Top mid smoke for OG, thrown early to deny an AWP peeking. They've done that to stop Poison, and he's here as well. And they know they've often lost a pick when lining up this util and mid, so actually it's a good idea. They're going to bounce through as a smoke fades, and somehow Poison gets that kill. Config gets traded, and Poison's doubled up before he's done with the round. 2 up for OG. Are they ready for rush hidden in the box?
They're going to have to be. Rush could win it all from this position, but instead, insta-checked by Valde, leaving it on Blame F and JKS. Another one of these retakes. 2-on-2 this time around at least, but Valde's getting flashed in at short side. The flash is good, and 1 kill comes of it. Blame F will at least trade that out, and now down to the 1v1. ENCE just flashing his teammate in moments ago. Blame knows he was in the pit, and so he'll lock in that round. Defuse in for Cole. Finally, in one of these retakes, they're able to make it happen. They break this little streak that OG have been on.
That's very awkward. That's not how OG wanted that to go. Could have been a 9th. Still can be, but not if Cole have their way. They're going to get aggressive. Running down middle. The nade as well could do some more damage, but they're not looking under, and ENCE pops his head out with a double. Dear, oh dear. This could be the 9th very much after all. Config with other plans, but he's losing teammates like flies. And the one man he could have found in the T-Apps is run away to regroup with man 2. Meanwhile, bomb site lost. Bomb planting, and Config dancing in the backline, trying to get more and more. JKS getting mollied off, and even with the kits available for Cole and that kill finding an opener, this is not going to be an easy task.
Not at all. I mean, the retakes have just been getting harder and harder, and this one for JKS now losing Config and short to the wrap from Mantu. Feels like it might be one clutch too far. They know he's trapped over here at long. All these crosshairs eyeing him up, and OG take a 9-6 half. Are we about to see OG pick up their map pick of Inferno? He's not the man that you've got to be worried about if you're Cole. Mansu is up close, and he gets the info that these players have left all mid. OG at this point know that it's destined to be a B play. The rotations are coming in, the mid flanks coming in. All this information OG have. There's a minute and 15 left, still plenty of time for Cole to change their minds, and Mansu's flank has got to find something. They put a lot of faith in this instead. niko does what he can, and with that triple, he's given OG a fighting chance.
How on earth does niko get away with 3 there? His entire team falling like flies. Now it's on ENCE in the site. He's trapped in the open, Poison with a pick, and it's going to be all on leikkeet. Be a long way from home, a long way from that A site. Oh dear, that looked so good for OG initially, and then Cole with a rotate out banana, the perfect read, perfect reaction. And now the post plant that should surely be theirs with this crossfire. They're gonna have to throw it away to give it to leikkeet, and they almost do, giving him a quick peek. The flash is dodged, and leikkeet gets a headshot on Blame with a P250, no armor left on either side, and leikkeet's got the spot, but he's low on health, more and more dipping down, getting tagged, and trying to get closer to Blame to find this final frag. Oh, it's not gonna happen, he's got it, but no time surely left. He found the kit, even then, realizes it's not his. NT certainly, but doesn't look like it. JKS has found a gap. leikkeet all caught with nades, throwing them deep. They could push right through this smoke and catch him off guard. There it is. Now deep in CT is Valde. He can do some damage with this MP9, but not enough. Rush with another, and now Cole with a bomb plant should be able to find their 9th. Now you really wish you had a kit, eh?
These players can actually drop over, especially because Valde makes money on the back of that MP9 in that round there. He's good to invest himself, and then you could have like a Famas or something dropped into play. I think more likely it would be another one of these SMGs. Famas is not super popular. Presence taken in the top of mid. Only niko here, who's desperately calling for this rotation from ENCE BIG, but they are already down short side. The peak from pit nets niko the first. Config now looking to trade this, has to be cognizant that ENCE BIG has rotated around and will be set up over in the library. The bomb is over at the top of banana, however, and Mantu Keeping this B site in check has just alleviated a lot of pressure with that one kill. Suddenly it's a 4-on-2. Complexity no longer have a B split to fall back on, and it's only BlameF left standing right at the very end of all of it. He had the bomb in the first place, he was over towards B, now out into top middle. Dealt with by Valde. OG are going to find a 10th and tie this game up.
And they even leave Banana. They had Valde push towards the bottom, but you don't like to keep players there for too long. Now Valde solos B. Cole, they run through the mid-smoke with no fear, with fast pace, and Issa peeks out blindly, dropping the bomb on long. Uh-oh, bad to worse here for Cole. Somehow got to get this package back under control, but they've got to get past niko first, and he's done so much damage with the spray. Blame on half. He will finally get that trade, but there's so many more members to get through.
25 seconds is all they've got to work with, and down here in the pit is Mantu with his AWP. He's not moved a muscle. Does miss that first shot onto the short position. Now they get a little bit closer, but another Molotov. These mollies have been so punishing, giving you absolutely nothing if you're Complexity. And with 7 seconds, BlameF, he's looking to get away just with his gun, or maybe this AWP down in the pit. There's that at least, but now you've got to stay alive after time in Alexa B's bomb site. Oh, can he get it? Does get the AWP. Perfect timing on the switch. Lovely from BlameF to get the AWP out of there. Rush is coming in late here alone. niko down in the pit has been spotted, and he drops that Molotov to try and buy himself a little bit of time. However, the long wrap has dealt with Issa, and so niko is all alone. They know that he's down here. niko's got to get away with absolute murder, and they're all around him. Rush up in the graveyard, puts him in one, and now Alexa B and Valde left to save. Most likely in the 2-on-4. They're not even looking to give. I mean, look at where Alexa B is, right?
Valde hoping for exits, right? There's a bit of money left in OG's pocket, so they can afford to lose him, but you know, there wouldn't be the hope. Oh, and the AWP with the wall bang. Sees a close barrel of config, and Poison picks him apart. Free AWP. So they don't want that to happen again. Molly's flying over the site. Here come Cole committing, 25 on the clock. Flash to pit for Poison, and Config going to bound out of apps. Everyone's in the site right now. He's clearing dead angles. Issa gets traded. niko with the spray, and he's got a double as well. Now niko almost finds a third, and now it's Poison who needs to go berserk. He can't. Alexi's already through the smoke on that early rotate, and it's going to be OG finding a defensive round on A. Rare to see OG win their map pick. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Oh, that's a banger. Oh, dear. The timing shot through the smoke. Rush. Poor Rush, he's been getting picked a lot. We've seen him on the Faze Clan a few times. Mantu's not done, is he? But he may be making Cole finish.
Pretty rough spot to be in. We need someone to step up. We need some big entry kills here from any one of these remaining players on Cole. Poison is the first man in and also the first man down. JKS trades it out at least, but there's more where that came from. It is not a solo hold here. There's 2 more that are undetected, and they're so suspicious about the graveyard. Their suspicions are affirmed. Valde with the swing, puts 15 up on the board for OG. All right.
I'll lose.
Rush. Oh, he's so blind. Alexa B flashed in by Valde.
Again, Rush on his own. Sag.
Bit more utility where that came from. Valde's flashed in again. They weren't ready for it the second time around. And Valde, 3 kills, or 2 kills rather. 1 for Alexa B earlier on. Now, these flashes so punishing. And Cole are once again left down to the dregs. The last few players trying to make a difference. It's Danes sweeping in towards this B bomb site, but the rotations are already in for OG. Complexity, they've got to fight tooth and nail to get control of B, to even have a chance in a round like this. They haven't cleared out Alexa B. They still haven't found him. And Blame is now suspicious. And they are dealing with the man at the back of the site. And Config is in with another. This was not a round that Cole were cut out to win. And yet somehow they've blazed this trail. They've got it down to a 2v1. Issa left up in the retake, but he can't spot Blame. And somehow, some way, those 2 for Complexity pull it back in a 2-on-5.
It's a B is even available.
Oh, but they're not interested in that. Instead, they're fast up this short side. Checking for niko is Blame. Valde late out the apartments, doing damage. Config's wraparound deletes him, though. And so now we get into this 2v2 again. Complexity with a bomb plant. The retake for Mantu and Alexa B. Do have defuse kits, the AWP up in it as well. But losing Alexi, that might force the save out of Mantu. The money is gone for OG. And so keeping this AWP into the next round at least gives you something to fight with.
As you say, like, you know, an AWP surrounded by pistol armor, or even just pistols, maybe there's a chance you put Mantu in the right place, and hopefully he can get a couple. niko gets one from the graveyard, but we've been seeing Cole so attuned to that position, so attentive.
This push has got to come in, and that bomb is going up banana. The A fake is being sold by 3 players for Cole. They don't want to lose too many bodies here, and so they take the one casualty. They can kind of look to stop there as the B push now comes in. Valde will fast rotate round. He hasn't fallen for this fake, and in spite of how many bodies were thrown at the problem, there's 10 seconds left here. The kills have got to come in, and at the back of the site, Alexa B playing to deny this bomb plant. He could do it all, but he's checked by Poison, plays it to perfection, and still knocked out at round 30. Mantu rotating in through CT. AWP out. niko alongside him, and they do have a kit, but only one of them, and no utility to go alongside it. The kills have got to come through, and right now everything is coming up Cole. This game's got OT written all over it, and somehow, some way, we run it back again. Complexity versus OG. Overtime kicking off in just a moment.
He will just be here at the right time to deploy a smoke if Complexity commits.
Yeah, there's that smoke. Cole, they're going right through it. The flashes are good. Valde in with the first, but there's the response from JKS, and quite a response indeed. Doubling up through that smoke, now looking towards the banana. Both players here for OG left up in the retake, and JKS has got them both on a silver platter. There's the first. And even though Mantu trades it, this man going around the world all the way back to T-spawn.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but unfortunately a realistic call, right? You're not going to win that round. Unless some big mistakes are made, and Mantu instead just holds on, might get an exit, but...
Config out towards long. Poison going through the smoke alongside him, and they deal with Alexa B. Now the CT wrap is cracked wide open, and suddenly these players in the B side, they've got to keep their wits about them. Mantu here didn't have a chance to play that last round. Now they give him the chance to play. Oh, and he's only good for one. Valdez spotted up on top of the boost, having to hold down this B side solo. They're all around him, and JKS is in a punishing mood today. Has opened up the B plate, and back to banana again. Belongs to JKS. Just niko left in the hot seat, a 1v3, and Mr. Savage is back in with the triple. The hat trick puts Complexity up onto 17. Poison feeling confident, feeling ready. Hot under the collar, but the smoke helps him out. Up on top is Valde going for the jump peek. Didn't see anything initially. 3 players here for OG, and they force the issue down through banana. They trade it into the 4-on-4. And now this B play grinds to a screeching halt as Complexity, they decide to look elsewhere.
Yeah, through the smoke, JKS, no fear. Maybe he should have had it. The flash gets him, but cover comes through, and Config kills one from apartments. This is just unleashed right now for Cole. They are feeling it. They are running wild all over the map. Nowhere is safe. No one is safe. And this might be a clean half at the end of things. 2 up for OG. It's a big kill to keep them standing. JKS dies in the post plant, but there's so many more players tucked inside of the bomb site. Molly does nothing. Blame picks Issa, and that's a done deal. 18-15, a flawless T side on OT. The Config moves in late, and he's now coming in on this flank. Valde crouched in the corner waiting for it. Does Config check? No. Valde with a kill. OG with a chance now in the post plant. Man down, but double flank in the form of Rush. Valde checks, but he's not in a hurry like his opponent. Rush now can move out apartments. That smoke missed. It bounced down the crates, and there's only 2 left up for OG to hold on to this map.
Oh, Issa, niko. Gonna get tested here, and he's only good for one. Is niko in the pit again? Needs to be the hero, needs to be heroic almost, and it's the flash that leaves him blind. Given a second chance at life, and niko taps them out. Now down to the 1v1, just JKS left to be, and niko in the pit, the king of it. 3 in the round to keep OG afloat. Look at him go, stepping up when it matters most. And now they join up with Issa in the apartments. Poison needs to nail some shots here as they're out in the top mid. There's the first kill for Poison. Make it a double. Mantu will come in with the trade, and Rush down in the pit is no more. Bested by Issa in the head-to-head. Blame F can't find anything on the crossing players. And Complexity 2-on-3 in the retake. OG, a 17th round staring them in the face. They get this, they're 1 away from a double overtime. Blame and JKS, they've got this chance to stop it, and then one more past that. They want to end this here and now. JKS up through the short side. Blame F has been holding the pit. He knows that there's a player here. Oh, and the tag onto the player in Graveyard. Not the killing blow, though. And so JKS has got to make his presence known now. In with that first kill. The crossfire denied. JKS, one man left, and ENCE dropped out of the round. The defuse coming in. And oh boy, is it going to be close. But I think Complexity have done it with that. Indeed, they have. They take this map in overtime. JKS with the clutch. Crossfires aplenty, but the Savage weathers the storm. Ready to hold down this A bomb site if needed to. Smoke over it short, and these three players tucked in CT, they are going to have to really over-deliver here. There's the first onto Config, and the trade can't come through from Palace. Now, the bomb is down, and OG have got 5 players in CT. 5, that is everybody. I'm wrapping them in through market, through the B bomb site. There's a man going by the name of Blame F. His timing is going to be everything as the rest of Complexity fall back into the bomb site, trying to play around this planted bomb. The taps are in for ENCE. A second found before he's traded and put to an end by Rush. They are on this bomb. The flank from Blame needs to come in, and it doesn't. It doesn't get there in time. He snuck all that way and dies immediately. OG, they find the pistol.
30 on the clock. Here comes Rush. Valde turning around at the worst possible moment. Doesn't want to give that kill up and needs to remain aware that they could be right here, and in fact they are. That jungle smoke is down and the clear under is perfect as well. A has now been overwhelmed, overtaken by Cole. It's just Mantu hidden in the back boxes. They don't check him. He gets one. He can't stop the bomb, and they will find him eventually. Config swings in for the kill, and now this CT hold is getting torn to shreds. 2 CTs left, and these AKs for Cole are doing everything they need to do. Nice kills from Valde, but it is traded and left niko in a 1-on-2.
Onto the Famous, but now they know where he is and they just swing him together. Complexity with that force buy, they find the round, they force up and they instantly come in with a winner. Well, they're waiting down by the cinder blocks, already onto a double, and Blame hasn't checked it yet. Config is about to swing in and get this info. The Valde is down underneath. Oh, there it is for Blame. He gets away with that one and leaves us in a 2-on-2, but they had to sacrifice Config to get that information. Not where you wanted to find yourself if you're Complexity. You don't know where these 2 remaining players are. And OG are just remaining tucked back in CT.
That's a dirty shot. Only Blame. Nice nade, though. Does them both in 20 seconds. If he wants to go B, he's got to go now. He's got to run it. And he's always going to be scared of spawn as well while he does it. So maybe it will be up to Cat instead. Dropping lower. Oh, I'm not sure. This is going to be damn close. Is there even time? This was the one route I didn't think he could take, and I still don't know if this is realistic for Blame. No, it's done. It's a lost round. He had to take short or go through CT. Obviously, understandable why you wouldn't want to take either of those routes. You miss the short jump, you've lost. You go CT and they're holding it, you've lost.
Pretty liberal with the rotations from B. They could send Alexa B around early. Only one smoke getting thrown, so you're just having to peek and win all of these gunfights. Mantu represents a real problem back in CT. Now, the bomb is at least dropped in the site. That's something if you're Blame F here. That Molotov might force the AWP into your crosshair. Time's starting to become a problem for him here. He's looking for kills into CT. Nothing being presented yet. He sees the shadow. He knows that one player is on the right-hand side, but he's not being given the fight that he needs to get back into this round. And Mantu peeking on the jump is there to lock it in. Been pretty instrumental so far since that AWP's been bought out. Valdez, well, looking good and trying to get these stats looking even prettier with the top mid push, but into Config. And the double up is in. Not often that Cole have been given an advantage such as this. 5-on-3 into the A-bomb site they go. Mantu, they're already past him. They're out of Palace. And Rush wins that head-to-head. It might just be a save here for OG. Already out of the round, and they don't get away with the gun on Alexi either.
That will go both ways now, with everyone surviving for Complexity. No exits for niko. Bomb going off. At this point, OG, the comms are scrambling. They don't know where to look. They don't know what to think. No one's out ramp, they say, with a full execute. This has got everything to do. Oh, he's got one. Nice spray, getting a couple as well. Mantu's fallen with the AWP, but through the smoke goes Valde to drop the bomb, and then he resets, disappears into the mist. Cole may have the sight and the bomb, but they're down a man, and that gives time for OG to group up and get ready to close this round.
Yeah, Poison can't really plant anywhere either. Gonna try and go for the CT position. niko nailing that shot, and Valde holding from the connector. That was always going to be the problem, right? Even though you get the bomb. Right, ENCE with the double kill into Palace. Valde trading that first player. You know, because suddenly, right, if Valde didn't get that kill onto, I think it was JKS, if he didn't get that, suddenly the bomb can go down, right? And then it's like a 3v3 with bomb planted, and you know, you're not able to just collapse onto the bomb site. Now this round, I don't know how it's happened like this, but just immediately this round has fallen apart for OG. They go from looking really strong to suddenly just down to 2 surviving. Mansu can't hold on to CT, and Rush is out of the B apartments. They hit everywhere on the map at once, and everyone just wins their fights.
Yeah.
OG now with a lot of time to stack this B bomb site, and Cole, they must kind of be doubting themselves somewhat, right? Like, Blame hasn't seen anything. There's been re-smokes into the apartments. Getting that kill is definitely going to spur you on to try and make this play happen, but there's still a lot of bodies here. Mansu in with the first, AK now retrieved. Alexa B's M4's roaring to life as well, and Poison's taking the combat AWP into the fray. Valde finally dealt with, and Blame F making his presence known. That entire round now hinging on Poison in the 1v1. He's on for the ace as well. The combat AWP, the Eagle combination, and ENCE in with the short wrap. Either this falls apart because Blame gives that 1v1 over, or Poison picks up an ace to salvage the round, and it's going to be the latter. All 5 for Poison, tying the game up, an ace to get there.
I thought I saw them. Maybe I'm crazy.
Because Alexa B only spent 2,000,
okay,
so
I'm crazy.
Pretty sure.
Phew.
Pretty sure they did not. I think we're good there.
Ignore me.
Oh, fast out, fast in. Alexa B with this M4. Can't save niko's life, but he can hold down this B bomb site. Poison back onto the Deagle. It was his friend in the round prior. This time he still got friends up with him. The AWP back out, and Blame's con lurk this time gets them the kill onto ENCE that he wasn't able to get last time around. Mansu's left to try and save, and Poison will not let that happen.
It's a retake setup for OG in the last round here, or the last full buy round, as ENCE sits back in CT. Poison's looking to pick him through the box. He can't. And config gets caught on the mid rotation. That's Alexi coming from ladder. Now Cole a man down. Got to rely on this attack, on this offensive. Rush has been dinked though, and they've yet to get a plant. They need to do so soon. The smokes are fading, and there's none left in the pocket of Cole.
Ooh, suddenly this very much becomes about winning your fights and getting past this 5-man defense. So much damage done. And finally, Blame F has dealt with ENCE, but it's only for a moment, right? 2 on 4, no respite yet. Poison's out of the round, and so it's JKS last alive. They're all over at the connector, all 3 players. And it's just 28 points of health and 8 seconds left. It's not going to happen, is it, OG? And so you've got a great chance here to 7-8.5.
Well, Mansu's going for it. Full send. He's been boosted. Does he know a player's crossed to the right? The timing is good for Cole, but the left peak first. The bomb dropped. And Mansu doesn't stop, finding a double. Sees an arm as well. He's going to dodge the flash to the best of his ability and try and come in with a little bit more, dying in the apartment eventually, but it's still a great hold to find that bomb. And now everyone's here on this B bomb site. Poison looking for a desperate play, looking for another ace.
Poison is surely dead. Surely he doesn't survive this. The flank from ENCE, he's just missed the time, and oh, Poison, it couldn't have gotten worse. And there it is, 8-7 at the end of the first half. Nice and close. OG, they recover. And while Complexity have the lead, will it stay that way for long?
And the smokes are in. Here come the cavalry.
Oh, there they are, JKS, they're out. They all turn their back to him, and those back of the head hitboxes, finicky as ever. JKS, when he's given the chance in the head-to-head, he takes them off. And now Mansu up into CT, gonna see if he fares any better versus the might of JKS, who was tagged down to 5 HP when he gets those 2 kills. The flash is good, but JKS has dodged it. And now, peeking over the top, well, they will get the better of him. A 3-on-3 ensues, and config is already deep within this site, far deeper than OG were ready for. But that little warning shot has given them all the info they need. They rush down Alexa B, the bomb planted for CT, not a kit in sight. So they've got to get on this defuse. The kills need to come in, and Valde naded out by config, draws a close to that pistol round. Complexity, they get it locked in. and they go 9-7 up.
Nothing like stealing a nade from an opponent and using it to close the round there. Rush has got to do it all on his own. Config coming back as well. Oh, Rush, one from the site, gets overwhelmed by Alexi B, and Config is here behind the pillar. Can't stop the plant, but can keep Cole a man up, and he's already creeping in. Are they ready for this move? Niko is, with the mag, finding a kill at range, and now the rifles will be left to retake in a 3-on-3.
Oh, the short side flank from JKS. While it is coming in, it's being watched by Alexa B. Time starting to tick against Complexity. If they're going to go for this, they got to go now. They got that kit on Blame F, but it's up in the apartments. It's vulnerable to getting dropped. JKS is deleted it short, and Blame is tagged down at 10 HP. He's now gone as well. There's just no time for Poison. Try as he might, and even though he's winning fight after fight, it's still not the round. OG, they steal it away.
But unfortunately, that was seemingly the only way to win the round, it felt like, for Cole. Now to Felico. So OG have flipped this one on its head. The force fight back in almost does it, and almost doesn't cut it. Fouled it fast with the SMG getting one. And his team will pick up the pieces. Config. Oh, that's a punishing flick.
Config is the king of almost killing people. Yeah, it's because I'm always just feeling it, but like, if ever I'm not, don't worry. The socks are ready to go on.
That's an interesting concept. We'll get back to that later, because right now it's a B rush and it's going in fast. Rush, the man himself, has to hold on onto everything. Config's doing the damage. Can he keep it alive? He's killing everyone. No damage, all kills, all headshots, and Mantu now alone. 4 for Config. You talk some smack and he shows up in a big way. That's exactly what we needed from Complexity.
And in reality, the timing couldn't have gotten much worse. Mantu with a smoke as well. If he drops this, or anyone with a smoke for that matter over in mid, if he drops this and... oh, that's a lovely flash. I love that one. But they never see the man tucked. They don't know that Valde's in the apartment. His presence here is unknown, but there's 7 seconds. That bomb can't go down. Issa cannot win this round, no matter what he does. That's a Complexity. They take the lead. The timings were in the favor of OG.
Lots of room given in middle. 2-2 split for Cole. OG, they drop the ball, they drop the bomb, they drop the round, but not the shot. What a kill for Alexi. JKS lets it pass. Oh, he needed both, and he gets him even a third. That's a great recovery from JKS. Almost looked like a whiff, but he stands strong, and Blame stands tall above the stairs, keeping Cole up against that eco.
Look at this, explosive down over a catwalk. I love the pace, I love the speed. Let's see what they do with it. Well, the bomb's dropped in the apartment, so you can go as fast as you want. You're going head first into a collision here if you're OG. Oh, they're ready for the wrap. Alexi's gone. It's a 3-on-5.
How are you marking at 1:30 in the round? That's what I'm wondering. Alexi's so quick.
Oh, Rush. They're right there. And there he is, the readjustment. Goodbye. It's all on Mantu. 1v5. Nice and easy, right? Config holding onto the apartments. Bomb retrieve. Minute and 5 seconds left. This is the story so far. Mantu is running all the way back towards T-Spawn to try and get ahead of Complexity, knowing that this round is in the bag. If they just don't push the one man that's still alive. MF is even taking this lower peak. He's going to see the legs. Mantu, there it is. Shows a little too much skin. Blame gets the better of him. Complexity up onto 13.
Pistols out. We got nade stacked into the window, perhaps. Blame. Your time is limited, but he gets out. Oh, dodges the artillery strike. Or misses that shot somehow, but nades in and Blame finishes one. Niko with a double D. Where has that come from? Killing everyone all over the place, all over the map. But Issa's gone, and JKS is holding strong. Niko needs to keep that up if they want to actually win this force by round. And Mantu's found himself an orb, and with great effect, picking JKS off of default. Both players trapped window side. He is free. OG could just waltz in right now and get that plant. Blame's even eaten a shot through the smoke. Blame's pushed ramp, he won't commit. It's a long route through spawn. And Mantu, oh, if he doubles back, it gets avoided, it gets missed. The timing, and somehow Rush wins that fight, even though Mantu scoped up. You take those if you rush, but a scary situation. Niko now with the orb needs to finish what he started.
Oh, but already in B, Rush is one step ahead. He might be the man to close it out, and indeed he is. 14-10. Can he do it again? Out into mid they go. Poison misses the jump over the smoke because of the flash, but won't miss it the second time around. Alexa B now alone in middle. underneath the nose of Config, drops that molly, trapping him in the connector. But maybe Config's not trapped in here with Alexi, and it's Alexi trapped in here with Config. JKS has been incredible inside of this A bomb site, and he's going to have to do it again. Config does best Alexi. JKS is gone, but Config hitting the ground running onto a triple, blinded off the angle, and it all falls onto Valde in the clutch. He has a bomb plant at least. CT is open. Valde doesn't know that yet. Flash to try and get over. Tagged by the AWP, but he lives to tell the tale. Valde just hiding out, just waiting for his moment to pounce. Behind the boxes, the spam is coming in, but Valde is still alive somehow. Molotov to CT, Valde wrapping around triple. They don't know about him yet, and now he's repositioned. They smoke him off to try and get on this bomb. There's the tap to poison, and now just Rush left to beat, but you can't get past him. The ultimate blocker in these clutch attempts is Rush. And he puts 15 up on the board for Colt, now 1 away.
Oh boy. They're going through the smoke. Niko's fully flashed, and JKS has just dashed them down with a double, dropping the bomb and dinking Issa, somehow living as well. They must have a molly. They need to throw it under. Momentu gets peaked before it leaves his hand, and this map might end with a strong ending for Complexity. They just clean it up, man. It's just a pub on that A side, running through ramp smokes, running into crossfires, and running down